Good morning, Susan. Thank you for coming today. How you doing? Good morning, Cheryl. Thanks for coming this morning. I'm always like a 3 or so minutes early because I've got to fix this. Good morning, Kathy. Good to see you. Good morning, Rachel. Thanks for coming. Hope everybody's doing well. It's going to be a good day. Heidi ho, Heidi. Good morning to you. Hey, Rambling Rose, it's good to see you. Good morning and thank you for coming. Good morning, Joan. Hi, Connie. Good morning to you. Happy Saturday. Good morning, Susie. Aw, thank you, Rachel. Hi, Linda. Good morning. Good morning, Brenda. Good to see you. Good morning, Candy. I'm good. How are you doing? Hi, Linda. Thank you. I like blue sometimes. It was my husband's favorite color. I like red a lot too, but thank you for that. Appreciate it. I got some new signs up. Oh my gosh. Heidi, you're doing without your air conditioning? You know, we've had days like 106 and 107. And I know there have been some outages in this area. Good morning, Bella, with the beautiful name. Did you know with the beautiful name is your middle name now? I love the name Bella. Thank you. Susie, I think we're supposed to get some thunderstorms today. I certainly hope so. Oh, they're fine, Kathy. I've been out there playing with them. That little LG, that little panther one, he's the cutest darn thing I ever saw in my life. He's got that skinny little face, you know, and he comes running over to me and plops down on his side. Oh my gosh, Heidi. Thank you, Rachel. Good morning, Connie. How you doing today? I keep mashing on my neck right here, y'all. I've got some kind of pain right here. I don't know what that vein is, but it's bothering me like crazy. I bet you are, Heidi, not to mention hot. Good morning, Martha. How you doing and welcome. I hate to hear that too, Rachel. Isn't that terrible? Bless her heart. I don't know. It's right here. And ever so often it it's painful. Diana by the beach, good morning to you and good morning to all your cats. See, like right now, it's hurting like crazy. Hi, Irma. Good morning to you. It's been doing this for a good while. I need to talk to my doctor when I see her. Good morning, Peggy. Thank you for coming. And hey, Grace, how you doing? Well, you're here, though, girl. That's all that matters. You're here. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I am, Kathy. When next I see my doctor, I'm gonna talk to her about it. It's kind of painful at times. It's not constant. Y'all know that Texas. It's not a windmill, but it's a wind direction thingy, like a weather vane sort of. And it's the shape of Texas. I've got it in my patio. Well, one day I poked myself in the head with that thing right here. I won't, Irma. I'll do it. Today I was out there and I was playing with little LG and I raised up and it cut a gash in my cheek. Good morning, Joy. How are you? Good morning, Linda. I think that thing's going. It's West Texas. It's the little point that is West Texas that I always hope. Good morning, Alberta. Albina. Pardon me, Albina. What happened was my screen showed me your comment, and then it went away. I know, Heidi, because seriously, one time it got me right there. You'd think I'd know by now. Oh, I'm going to write down something because I've got some news. I don't want to forget it. Good morning, Nelda. Good to see you today. Hope you're doing well. 45 in the house. Thank y'all for coming. I appreciate it so much. You got your coffee or your water or whatever you're wanting to drink today. Sorry. That's going to drive me nuts, isn't it? They hadn't done it in a while, so I don't know what it is. So anyway, there's a few things I would like to say. Oh, I was Martha. Yes. Hi, Sharon. How you doing? We're due for, I know, Susie, out from where I won't be. We're promised some thunderstorms, but I'll see it. If I see it, then I'll believe it. Otherwise, no. But the sky got a little cloudy a while ago. But then the sun came out, and I'm like, rats, because boy, do we need rain. We have not had rain. I don't even remember the last time we had rain. Yeah. Especially in your face, you know. Good morning, Zizi. Good to see you, my dear. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Susie. Thank you very much. Oh, my gosh, Kathy. Well, did you need it? And if you needed it, I'm glad you got it. But if you don't need it, you can just send it on down here. Ah, that's great, Linda. That's great. I don't know about the fires in California. What, do you know anything about them, Diana by the beach? Yeah, we are too, Kathy. It's terrible, terrible. So let me tell y'all about my patio cover. Yeah, we do, Zizi. Something terrible. Oh, Diana. Are you close to them, honey? I hope not. Great, Kathy. Yeah, Albina, I think it has all over the place except in Kentucky. Good morning, Cindy, the Magic of Wigs. Y'all, Cindy has a channel called the Magic of Wigs. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. So y'all know that I had found a company that I was going to build my top over my patio. Good morning, Robbie. Oh my gosh, the old percolators. I remember those. Yeah, I know it. I remember those. And I'm going to tell you something. They made the best coffee ever. Keurig is fast, but Keurig does not produce the flavor that the percolators do. Okay, Diana. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. So I had found a company, and it's quite a ways from here. And, you know, I called her, and she said, you know, they're going to charge me for a site visit to get a guy to come out and measure to see if this is what I needed or not, you know. And that was $117.17. Well, he was supposed to come in 2 weeks, and he didn't come, and nobody called. And so what I did is I sent her an email and asked her about it. I waited a week. I didn't hear from her. So Monday, I called her. And while I'm talking to her on the phone, she says to me, I saw your email, but then I forgot about it. Now, is that good business? She doesn't need to be doing that job. If she sees somebody's email, a customer's email, they're going to spend quite a bit of money on you, to your company. couple of $1,000 anyway. You inquire, they see it, but I forgot about it. So anyway, what I did is a couple of days ago, I found another company that's local, maybe 15 minutes away. Hi, Jackie. Hello to the Queen. Every time I see that flag on, hello to the Queen. Yeah, I did find a new company. This one's only 15 minutes away. I went down there, I saw their carport type things, patio covers. I picked out the one I wanted. That afternoon, that very day, she came out to the house. She measured. I held one piece of the tape and she held the other. Measured the width and the length, then measured the height. Was up a ladder. I mean, that very day. Hi, Martha. I like it too. I'm glad you do. Plus, they were $400 cheaper than the other company for the same cover. Plus, there was no charge for a sack fee. So I sent an email to the original company. I said, please refund my money. So yesterday I was down at Brian's doing some cleaning, and she called the original person. And she starts telling me, you know, oh, they called you, and I said, no, they did not call me. I would know about it. And I said, I'll just be honest with you. I'll tell you what the deciding factor was, and it's when you said, upon seeing my email, that you forgot about it. I said, that bothered me. I said, I can't go thinking, no telling what else will be forgotten about. You know what I mean? I didn't say that to her. I'm telling it you. She was quiet, and then she said, oh, I see what you mean. So she realized then that she had really messed up. Oh, I see, Jackie, you're painting. Got you. Oh gosh, girl. I don't know what age girl you are, but that's something I do. I can get only so far up a ladder, and I can't get any further because I'm afraid of heights. Something terrible. It's awful. I think it has to do with going up in the Seattle Space Needle. I used to love coffee like that, Martha. Used to love it. Make a real great big pot of coffee, you know, and you can go in there and get some anytime you want. I might do that. I've got a coffee pot. I think it says bun. Nope, you can't, Diane. Oh, you're 56. You're a youngin'. Yeah, I think so, Susie. It was like, you know, she could at least said, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I saw that and I got busy and you know, but yeah, I saw that, but then I forgot about it. Anyway, so I've got another company. Now, Monday, she's going to give me the price of it, and Brian is paying for it. However, he's going to initially pay for it so I can get it built, and then I'm going to pay him. So that's great. I'm excited about that. Yeah, he's like, Mom, if that will make you happy, then that's what you need. That's what you need. I said, well, all I want to do is be able to sit out on my patio and have coffee in the rain with my cats. And I don't think that's too much to ask. Do y'all? I don't. He said, no, I don't think that's too much to ask either. So he's going to pay for it, and then I'm going to pay him back. Yep, Jackie, no kidding. Because the neighbor cat comes over. Y'all remember the video I have, and everybody, all the cats are out there, and they're looking up, and I turn and I look up, and there's a cat hanging off a roof looking down on us. Yes, he is, Cindy. Yeah, and it'd make a little sound, wouldn't it, Rachel? Yeah, he's a good one. My poor kitty, ZZ, oh my gosh, y'all, they go, after they eat in the morning, they go to their different places around the garden where there's shade. I just can't wait to do that. Plus, I can put some stuff out there. It won't matter if it rains on it or not, you know? That's what I want to do. Okay, I got some gifts, and I'm going to show them to you. First of all, Happy Friends Day. Thank you, Grace. I am too. I'm thrilled to death. Okay, this is from Diane. Raise your hand, Diane. Raise your hand. He is a sweet son. But let me show you what these are. Oh my gosh, are these cute. Hi, Faithy. Did you bring Otis with you? Look at these, y'all. Aren't they adorable? Now, what they do, look, it's a ginger. What they do, let me cut the top off of that. There she is, waving her hand. Good, Faithy, I'm glad you were able to make it. I sure am. Now, look at this, y'all. It's a magnet. It's a magnet. I know, my babies, but look at this. See if I can do it. Oh, Lord, it scares me I'm going to be breaking it. You can hang things from it, like a key or a pot holder or something like that, you know, put it to the stove or the refrigerator or notes, and their little tails curl up. So here's Ginger. Isn't that adorable? Smokey. Aren't they adorable? I love them. Little LG. Now this is going to have to be Mama. And I don't have a Tigger. I don't have a Tigger. But Tigger and Ginger could share this one because they're both this color. Diane, I absolutely love them. Aren't they precious? Well, Key, hi Chris, did I say hello to you a while ago? If I didn't, I'm so sorry. But little magnets on the back. Hey, they'll hang from my computer over here. Anyway, that's adorable. I love these. All my kitties. In fact, it shows a picture. Well, the light's too bright for y'all to see it. Well, anyway, they're adorable. Adorable. I was scared to bend the tail because if it's breakable, I'll find a way to do it. Okay. I got another card, y'all. And Diane, by the way, thank you so, so much. Got this pretty card. Now, I love, don't like, I love. Yeah, that kitty, I was down there, fed that kitty this week when I went down there to work, and I have to make an appointment to have her spayed before she gets pregnant again. Okay, y'all, now this is serious. This lady, I'm not telling anything that's personal or private. And the reason I'm saying that is because she wrote almost this same thing on one of my comments in my video, okay? So, I'm not divulging anything personal at all. As I said, she wrote the exact same thing in a comment. If you want to look it up, I don't know what exact video it's on, but that's what she did. Anyway, she says that she's been watching my channel for a long time. I feel like you're a close friend, she said. I was recently diagnosed with having acute leukemia, and I wanted to remember a few people while I am still able. So what she did is she included a check for a very nice amount of money to me, and her name is Cynthia. And Cynthia, I just thank you from the bottom of my heart. Yes, bless your heart is absolutely right. That was a wonderful thing to do. Wonderful thing to do. And I appreciate it so much, Cynthia. And I know that this wonderful group of ladies in here will remember Cynthia in your prayers, please. Because that was a very unselfish, kind, and generous thing that she did. So I am honored that she would choose me. I'm honored, beyond belief honored. So it's a wonderful, wonderful thing that she did. Okay, now, let me tell you, yesterday I went to the grocery store, and I was picking out, I knew y'all would, I knew you would, thank you so much, y'all are wonderful. I was picking out avocados, and this lady came up, and she was looking at the avocados. She was a black lady, and I said, I have never been able to pick a decent avocado. They're usually too hard by the time even after several days. She says she mashes on them and tries to find the one that's the softest. She said, I don't eat avocados. She said, I mix them with stuff and put them on my head. So she put some, thank you, Albina. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a nice thing. She said she has alopecia. That's the same thing that Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith's wife, has. Hey, Elaine, how you doing? It's good to see you. Yeah, that was extremely sweet. But this lady has alopecia, and she had this hat thingy that wrapped around her head. She's a gorgeous woman, goodness gracious. But she puts avocados in her hair. Have y'all ever, now I've heard of putting mayonnaise in your hair. I used to do mayonnaise and egg. Whip it up, put it on my hair. You put it on your hair, and then you put a plastic bag over it and let it sit there for an hour, and it is super for conditioning your hair, better than any conditioner you could ever buy. But she uses avocado. So, shades of Jada Pinkett Smith yesterday. Very nice lady. And now I want to tell y'all about yes, Heidi, great. A friend of mine who has a channel, and the name is Shumpert's Hill. It's Schumperts, Shumpert's Hill. Her name is Jan, and she is a widow, and her son Daniel lives with her, and yeah, I know, Susie, but I used to love them. You do, you, Susan? I love her. I know she is. She's the sweetest thing. So she's an artist. She does paintings, and she's got a store. Now, I have not ever checked out the store, and I need to. Yep, Faithy. That's right. Texas doesn't allow them to be shipped in. Well. That's interesting. Yeah, Daniel's good. Okay, so I'm glad. If y'all haven't checked her out, you see that a lot of people here watch Jan, and if you haven't checked her out, please go over there and check her out. And if you like her and think you'd like to continue, please subscribe. Tell her Mary sent you. She'll know who I am. I met her several years ago in a Facebook widows group. Yeah, she needs some help. She needs some subs. She certainly does. And she works hard on her videos, and she makes some beautiful videos. She's a wonderful Christian lady. We can help her out. I know we can. So if you hadn't been over there and seen her yet, go see her. Subscribe to her and help her out. We got 62 in the house. Well, we did. 2 of them fell out all of a sudden. Golly. Yep, she does. She does all kinds of things. She's got a store. I need to check out her store. And she does some beautiful paintings. Birds. Her birds are gorgeous. And bird houses and things like that. So I enjoy her. Thank you, Faithy. Go check her out. Shumpert's Hill. Bella, I will put the link to her channel in my description when I'm done with the chat. I know she does. That's right, Cindy. She does. Y'all don't forget about Cindy, too. She's a Shumpert's Hill. It's SCHUMPERTS. Shumpert's Hill. And she's a fairly recent widow. Thank you, Susan and Heidi. Yes, thanks for putting it in. So that's it right there. They wrote it in. And she's a really sweet lady, and she could use... you know what we did a while ago? I don't know, a year or so ago, I think. I gave her a shout out on her channel. And y'all were so good to her. You went over there and y'all started subscribing to her channel, and her sub count was going up, and I know it just tickled her to death, because she actually did a video on how surprised she was and how thrilled she was about that. That's what we need to do. We help out other folks. So if y'all know somebody that's really good, got a really good channel that we might ought to know, you might want to talk about it. But I would like for them to be under 10,000 subs. If they're over 10,000 subs, they really don't need my help. They're doing well. Thank you, Sharon. I think you'll like her. So, that's that. That's my news, y'all. I don't have any more news. I'm just waiting for my people. Thanks. Corn muffin. Zizi. Yeah, she's a sweet lady. She's real. Anyway, yeah, we met in a widows group a couple of years ago, I think. I remember about the time I met her, I had 50 subs on my channel. 50. So that's how long it's been. It's been quite a while. Good 2 years at least. A little more than that, I guess. So, all right. My P.O. Box, Faithy. Yeah, my P.O. Box. P.O. Box 591 Gilmer, Gilmer, Texas. Hi, Gay. You're right. Glad you got here. You're not too late. Gilmer, Texas, 75644 is my post office box. Oh my gosh, Diana, I would love that. Oh, please do that. I'd love to see them. Y'all, Diana's the one, you probably already know, I say this every time. Diana is the one that takes in feral kitties and feeds them, traps them. Jelly biscuit. Traps them and takes them and has them spayed and neutered. So she said she'd upload some her cat videos. I wish you would, Diana. I want to see them. A lot of people want to see them because I can just I just picture, because she feeds them, I think, in different areas because there's so many of them. I think one time she told me she had 20. I don't, Kathy. I don't. I don't think I'm going to do anything the rest of the day. I've already done all I want to do this week, I think. I watched a Doomsday Prepper. Yep, another cat lover. I'm thrilled, Diana. I want to see her. Hello, I am awake. Yeah, yeah, the heat's out there for sure. I'm glad you made it in. Okay, okay, Faithy. I'll go up there probably Monday. I can't go up on Saturdays and Sundays because if it's something in the mailbox I have a little bitty, my mailbox is about that big. So they put a card in there for me, and I have to go and give it to them at the desk, and then they go and whatever the package is, they give it to me otherwise. But I'll go up, Susie. I'm excited. I'm excited. Great, Diana. Yeah, make them public, or you could make them unlisted, and if you don't want everybody seeing them, you could make them unlisted, but then put the Robbie, yeah, you leave the cap on it. You don't want bugs in there. Uh-huh. Hi, Lisa. Um, 14. I've had to start buying soft food for my Daisy because Daisy's 15 now, and it's getting harder for her to eat those little bitty foods, you know. Zihan? Hello and welcome. Hi, Deb. Rain. Blessed rain. I bet you danced in it, didn't you? Everybody wants rain except Kentucky. I don't know that now. I don't know how many tea bags. Okay, yeah, Faithy. I'll get up there and get it this week. Okay, Diane. You be careful. It's horrible hot out there. Oh my gosh. Okay, Faithy. Bigger than a bread box. No, my son is having to buy feed now for his goats because nothing is growing. Y'all, I hadn't had Mr. Willie here in over a month to cut my yard because nothing is growing. The only thing growing are crepe myrtle, and I had a couple of crepe myrtle cut down last year, and they're sprouting up all over the place. And so I usually have to go out there with some weed killer. And I got my weed killer out the other day, and I had a brand new one of those, you know, sprayers. And I mixed all this weed killer up, and it's not cheap. And I go out there, and I feel something wet on my leg, and I look down, and that plastic thing was spraying all over my feet. Hello, Angel Wings. Nice to have you here. Thanks for coming. It was spraying all over me. So it's got a hole in it, and I've lost all that spray now, and I didn't get to spray you know, the weeds. If I don't do something pretty soon, they're going to grow up, and I'm going to have crepe myrtles all over the front yard. Bucks County, Pennsylvania. I know, Kathy. It's humid everywhere, I tell you. I know it. And, I hear every day, ZZ, I hear a fire truck. Some dodo head is burning, and though we're under a burn ban, or it's some bozo throwing out a cigarette butt out the window. And the sides of the road, y'all, it's just crunchy. I'm ready too, Gay. Good morning, Wildflower. It's good to see you today. No, they're not supposed to burn. They will get a fine if they do. Not to mention that it could burn up their house and everybody else's too. I don't understand people. I mean, use your brain. I'd love to get out there and burn, but I can't. Just because you have a water hose doesn't mean it's gonna not get out of control. So, goodness gracious. I need some water. Hey there, Granny. Plain Vanilla Grandma. How you doing? I looked at your channel this morning. Gulf Coast. Gulf Coast is a sweetheart for sure. No, Susie. I amended. Somebody do something about all that, would you? One of you mods. You see what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. One more. Yeah. I amended my review, and I did say that I'm being bombarded with emails, and that it's a shame that we cannot have a honest review without being harassed. And I have not gotten a single email since then. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to say any more. I'm just going to leave it alone. Hi there, Juanita. Good to see you. That's right, Robbie. They're not going to take it anymore. I remember that. What was that movie? I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. That's what mine are, Gay. They're pink. Hi, Nita. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I tell you, these little kiddos that their mama thinks that they are watching cartoons, and instead they're in YouTube. Hello, Sheila. Thank you so much. Everything's good. Everything's doing pretty good, except we want rain. We all want rain. I went out there this morning, and I just looked up, and I said, Lord, bless us with the rain. Hi, Becky. Welcome. I'm glad you came. Humid South New Jersey farm country. My goodness. Well, Humid Texas here. Oh no, Juanita. Oh gosh. Well, I'm glad to see you here and hope you're doing well. Becky, you will find some lovely ladies in here. Good, kind, sweet ladies. And we hope you'll join us if we have a live. We have a live every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. It's okay if you're late. Yeah, humid all the time. Y'all, a couple, oh, Juanita, yeah. Well, you're doing good. I know you are, and you can come chat with us now, and like a whole new lady. It is humid as it can be here. Odd jobs? Yeah, it is, Sandra. What part of Texas, Sandra? Kitties are doing great. They were out there, those little guys, the little ones, they take off running. Oh gosh, Juanita, I've had high blood pressure all my life. Savoy, Texas. That's South Texas, Sandra? Sounds about south. Savoy. I couldn't tell you. Anyway, they take off running across the yard. Okay, Kathy, thanks for coming in. I'm glad you came. And those little kitties will run up that big old tree that's out there, that catawba tree, North Central. Okay, got you. They'll run up that tree and the other one will chase them, and then they'll come running down. And sometimes Ginger gets in on it. Ginger's gotten to where he plays with that Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. What's the name? Hi, Darlene. Good morning to you. Insured. Bye, Martha. Tigger. Thanks, Heidi. Susan. I should have named that cat something else, y'all, because that I'm never going to remember it. Never, never. I don't know why. I never remember Tigger. I have a lot of cat names to remember, Diane, are you still in here? Do you name all your cats? Tex. That's not a bad name. Yeah. I think I do, Elaine. Trigger. Well, now, I'll never remember that if I can't remember Winnie the Pooh, Tigger. No, I don't, Jackie. No, that's not affordable for me. These are outside cats, and I've taken them in, I've given them a home, and I feed them, and I've had them spayed or neutered, and that's all they're going to, and wormed, and that's about all I can spend. Yep, that's right. That's the one that's got the real strange markings. Hey, Sheila. That's great. Yeah, I am, Juanita. I've had enough of going and getting it. I know it. I was thinking that, Susie. George. I need to name him George, don't I? I like that. I remember George. Y'all remember George? He has no idea what how much joy we got out of him. Mark. George. Good old George. Georgie Porgy. Yep, Becky. Start feeding one, and before you know it, there'll be 100 of them. That's how this started, actually. Orange juice. How cute. Calico. Gracie. I'm seeing Miss Key over here getting into something that she's not supposed to get into. I think I'm naming George, y'all. Tigger is now George. Because I don't know. I'll think on it. If I can't think of Tigger, maybe I'll think of George. Tiger. Yep, Tizzy. Remember old George? We got a real funny. We laughed like crazy. When old George came in. 1993, in a hotel room with George. Linda, I don't know how to tell you, honestly. Uh, that's right, Angel. Isn't that cute? There was a Mr. Key and a Mrs. Key, and they both were strays. And I started feeding them on the front porch, and I made a house for them, and I went to a lot of trouble. And then I discovered that Mrs. Key was pregnant, and I took her in the house. Uh, Juanita, maybe 4 weeks, and as soon as I found out she was pregnant, Mr. Key ran off. That kind of figures, doesn't it? Never saw him again. He was beautiful. He was a big, black, beautiful cat. So she had 9 kittens. She didn't have enough milk for all of them. I had to feed them. I got little bottles and replacement milk and mixed it up, and I fed them several times a day out of a... First, they were so tiny, I had to use a eyedropper, and I got them to where they'd eat wet food, and next thing you know, they were strong and healthy. And boy, I worked on those cats, I'm going to tell you, and I found really good homes for all of them. Yeah, sometimes I wish I'd kept some of them, but I kept Miss Key. Yes, I do. I love all animals, Linda, all animals. And over the years, I've taken in many, many cats, and I have taken in dogs, and always found a good home for them. Susie, I've stopped giving her all those treats that I used to give as a bribe. If I'd give her a treat, maybe she wouldn't scratch the heck out of me. And then she just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and yeah. So I've cut down on the amount of food I feed her, and I've cut down on the snacks. I give her about 3 of those little... No. Ginger, no. I've had Ginger spayed. Neutered. All of my cats are neutered except for the babies. Sheila, she's 6 years old. I don't know, Heidi. I don't know. So, no, I'm only... Let's see, I've had Mama Ma spayed and Smokey spayed. Yeah, Diane. That's right. You know, lots of times I used to call Bobby Brian all the time, or Brian, I'd call him Bobby. Yeah, she's big bone for sure. I'm like this, oof, 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 when I have to carry her, you know. She's a big girl. I opened the door the other day and they were all out on the porch because they're ready for their food. I opened the door and Miss Key was standing there. Well, Ginger saw Miss Key and Miss Key saw Ginger. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I got outside right quick and shut the door. I don't know what kind of rumble they would have gotten into, but there would have been rumble. There's no accepting when it's Miss Key. She would not accept them, and I know that. And I wish to goodness I could bring some of them in the house. Y'all, if I could, I'd bring them all in the house. I truly would. It wouldn't bother me at all. I don't care if my house smells. I'm sorry, I don't. That's why they have air fresheners, and that's why they have carpet shampooers, and they are my joy every single day. Hi, Betty. Freddie the Freeloader. I remember that. What was his name, y'all? Freddie the Freeloader. That guy on TV. Well, Angel, see, here's the problem. I don't smell anything. I have two dogs and I have a cat in the house. I don't smell anything. But Brian's got a nose of a bloodhound. I swear. He came out in my backyard the other day. Now, you know where my cats are. I like George too. Red Skelton. Yes, Diana, thank you. And he goes, oh, it stinks out here. And I said, Brian, it's wide open, air blowing like crazy out here. What are you smelling? Because, see, that's the thing. I'm around the dogs and the cat in the house. I don't smell it. But it's possible that other people do. But the only person that ever comes here or comes past the front door is Brian. Nobody else does. I just don't have people to come here. So I don't smell anything, but Brian did, Mr. Bloodhound. In fact, several months ago, I had to take him to pick up his car that was being serviced for some reason, and took him in my car. He got in the car, shut the door. He's going to, thank you, Angel, to drive it to the place, and he goes, this car smells like a wet dog. I'm like, oh my God, this smells like a wet dog. Yes. So now I keep Febreze spray right behind the seat, and anytime I'm going to Brian's or I know he's going to be in my car, I spray the seats and the floorboards and the everything. Yeah, that may be true, Robbie. My car smells like a wet dog. Y'all know what that smells like. Oh my gosh. So now I spray it down. Yeah, I just don't have anybody here. Yeah, Sheila. Hi, Debbie. It's okay that you're late. You're here. It's all that's important. You are here. Yep, Diana. Don't you know? Y'all look. You see her? You see her? Oh, I want her down. I'm scared she'll get caught on something. Miss Key, you gotta get down, dear. I'm sorry. Whoo! See, this is the way I live around this cat. Whoo! Whoo! She's in my lap. I got to get her down. I do not like being I do not like, yes, there she was. Y'all saw how she sat here and put her claws in my leg. She wants me to love on her or something. I'm not too sure. Well, y'all come on up here and give her some lovies then. You don't know how mean she is. She's not been mean to me in a while. She's not, see, here's the thing. I cut down giving her treats. And so she's getting mean. She reached out the other day and grabbed me and cut my leg with her claws. I am scared to death for when she jumps up in a chair because she doesn't know that you don't have to use your claws all the time. I am. The cat from hell. There she is. That's right. At least y'all saw her. You saw a little bit of her, and then I got her down, thank goodness, before she clawed up my leg. They'd have to put her to sleep. I didn't try to pick her up. I promise, Faithy. I did not try to pick her up. These are things that she used to do to me. She doesn't do those anymore. But she would ambush me. She would jump out behind a chair and grab me. She's tried, Juanita, but I do have some door frames that are clawed up. I had a comment one time that it said I'd get rid of that nasty cat. Yeah, she's beat me up many, many times. She has clawed my hands to blood dripping down my arms, and clawed my legs. Now she's much, much better, truly. But she still scares me when she wants to get up and get in my lap. I'm afraid of her to do that. Otherwise, everything's fine. Miss Key was, that's right, Faithy. I can't let her up here. She would claw me when I start to put her down. I was afraid. She's big boned. I'm not going to have her declawed, Sheila. I did that years ago to one cat, and then I found out what they do for that process, what the vets have to do, and there is no way. We have 83 in here, y'all. That's fantastic. No, I'm not afraid, Sandy. She gets up on the bed. Sometimes she jumps up on the bed, but she doesn't come up to where I am. She stays. That's right. That's right, Jackie. When I get in the shower, she certainly is, Linda. I have no idea. It's just really brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. That's right, ZZ. I swear I think I hear thunder. And that's my boundary. She cannot get up in here in my lap, and she cannot get in a chair with me either. My little dogs need some of my attention. And Miss Key gets plenty of attention, I promise. Diana, I gave her CBD oil for animals, and that calmed her down like you would not believe. I mean, a total turnaround. Y'all suggested that to me, and I ordered it from Amazon, and I put it in her food, and she totally stopped that aggressive behavior to me. And after a while, I didn't have to use that CBD oil anymore. And she got fine. She did really good. So, I mean, now she's over there. I see her in my chair. Yeah, they do, ZZ. But I have to take them out on a leash, and I hate that. But, hey, Miss Helen. It's good to see you here. I saw that rooster. You were having rooster problems, and you were having neighborhood dog problems. And everybody was really worried for you, and I am too, because I'm afraid they're going to knock you down, Miss Helen. I think it's awful when we have to put up a big, expensive fence to keep other people's animals from coming on our property and hurting our property or our animals. That's terrible because it's very expensive. Angel, Brian bought me some catnip, and I have tried it, but it doesn't seem to do anything for my cats at all. What do you do? Tell me, Angel, what you do with that catnip. Do you put it on a bed or what? I did too, Cindy. Chased chased Brian. Silver vine. What is that, Susan? Is that catnip? Because I've got a thing of spray, and I got a thing of, big bottle, and it looks like, it looks like marijuana. Dried marijuana is what it looks like. I've seen that before in a bar, not close. Just setting the record straight here. Okay, well, so far they have not done anything. Silver vine. Can I get that on Amazon? Susan, I'm going to write it down. Silver vine. Hello, Dindy. It's good to see you today. I'm glad you came. Silver vine. Okay. All right, Susan, I will order that today. Because I got to do something. You know, Miss Helen's got a mad rooster, but that's the way they are. He's protecting his harem of chickies. That's the way they do, but still, that's worrisome for her. You know, it's one thing to love an animal very, very much. It's another thing to have an animal control you and hurt you and cause your life to be a living hell half the time. I'm not kidding. I think it's, Sheila, like catnip, sort of. I'm not quite sure. Susan recommended it, but I'm going to look it up. And I might buy it by the carload if it works from this key. Some type of plant. Probably like catnip. I've never heard of it before. Never have. Asian herb. Wow, Susie. What is, Faithy? Marijuana? Not here, it didn't. Not legal in Texas. There's an awful lot that is legal in Texas, but that's not one of them. What do you mean, nuts? What do you do? Yeah, Miss Helen has she wants chickens and she wants baby chicks. But then she's got dogs and stuff that are swan. Yeah, legal out there, legal in some northern states also, but not here. You know something, Sheila? If my husband could have used it, there's no telling what kind of benefit he would have gotten from it. Now, I just don't know. But I remember back when my mother was in so much pain. If we had had it then, I think that she would have really benefited from it. Yeah, Susie, I've done that. I found them out before. I've managed to close off back there where the cats are pretty good. I've got it to where that stuff that I put around the bottom of my fence, it only little bitty bugs can get. The snakes couldn't get through it at all. The holes are too small, and I wanted to do that to protect my cats. They're doing good, Debbie. The babies are running as high. They run up that big old tree and then out on the limbs and going. Oh, y'all don't forget now to go by and see Shepherd's Hill if you haven't already done or after this. I've seen my daddy pick up a snake. I swear I thought my daddy could do anything, y'all. He was wonderful. I've seen him pick up a snake by part of its back tail and snap that thing and kill it like that. And we're little kids, and I'm just, yay, daddy! And that's the most wonderful daddy in the world if you see your daddy pick up a snake and snap it. Well, Juanita, it should be legal. It should be legal for the people that feel like they could benefit from it. And also, it sure would cut down on a lot of illegal activity. All gaming fun. I am from Texas. Where are you from? India. Well, welcome. Yes, 5th generation Texan, Debbie. Maybe, Cindy. Yeah, I know they will. Snakes are notorious for eating chicken eggs. My chat shows up on my screen briefly and then goes away. It's Tim. Let's see. It's 11:05 a.m. in my part of the country. 11:05 a.m. I have not seen but one snake, and I've been here over 20 years, and I've only seen one snake. But when those guys were out here cutting all that brush in the front of my house over there, 9:38 p.m. where you are, um, there was a snake up in the brush. I don't know what they did with him. They said they didn't kill him. They just picked up the brush and put it in their tractor, and I guess the snake went with it. I have never been to New York. I'd love to go. I know Brian's been several times, and he loved it. But I've never been in that direction. I don't know if they can or not, Deb. I know that I've gone into lives before and seen them post links to other channels. But I don't know if they can or not. Oh man, Susan, you don't know. I would love it. I would love it. I'd have to, Brian would have a fit if I was to get in my car and take off for New York. He would have a, what are you doing, Mom? Why are you doing that? Rochester, I used to have a friend from Rochester. Long, long time ago. Oh gosh, Juanita. So I've been to, as far as Montana, and as far as Washington. I had an uncle that lived in Washington. 1205 in Georgia. And I went up in the Space Needle, and it scared the heck out of me, y'all, and I honestly think that's what's wrong with me. One of the things that's wrong with me now is I went up in the Space Needle, and I swear I can, I've told the story before. My house is painted yellow only as high as I can reach with a paintbrush or a roller, because I cannot get on a ladder. I'm scared to death. Oh, wow, Diana. Because I'm scared to death of heights, and I think that's the Space Needle. Now, I've been to Arkansas, but never Eureka Springs. Yeah. Oh, nice. I have never been past, let's see, to the right of me, I've never been past Louisiana. So I've never been out that way, east. Wyoming. I lived in Wyoming for 1 year, Sheila, when I was in the 5th grade. Riverton, Wyoming. Oh my gosh, Robbie. Hello. Marmalade. Good morning to you. The name Marmalade. Yeah, now I've been over to, I've never been to California, but I have been to Nevada, because we went to Seattle and then we came back down back to Texas, uh, on the west, to the west, through the less western states. Good grief. Yep, Lander. Been there many, many times, Sheila. They used to have a restaurant there that they served pigs in the blanket. Pigs in a blanket. And I was in the 5th grade when I lived there, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Sheila, have you ever been to Thermopolis? Hello, Erica. There you are. People were asking about you earlier. I'm glad you made it. I've been to Arkansas now many, many times. Yeah, Robbie, I'm not fond of snakes at all. I don't care whether they're good or bad. I don't want them. Hi, Beth. San Diego, California. I'd love to go to California. I'd love to go to New York, and I'd love to go to California. And I think Los Angeles is where I would like to go. But I know I never will, but I would like to. It's just things I'd like to see. And I know I'll never be able to go. I mean, I'd love to see, y'all, I want to see Auschwitz. Auschwitz so bad, I can't stand it. I know I never will, but I am absolutely fascinated by that part of the world. And like I said, I will never, never go there because I'm never going to fly. That's the thing. I've never flown, and I never will. I can't wait either, Kathy. I want it. Thermopolis. Yep, yep. Sharon, they had this place we went had this big old swimming pool, and it's fed from the hot springs, so it was nice. And yeah, Angel Wings, and you've never flown. Yet her name is Angel Wings. uh, you can sit out yeah, Diane, sit out in the pool and reach out and get a snowball and throw it and hit somebody. I mean, and the pool was outside, and fed by hot springs, and it was fabulous. Oh my gosh, so much fun. I loved it. But I've never flown, and so I'll never go see those places. That's okay, because I can view them on YouTube, I can view them in movies. Oh, yeah. There's no way. I mean, you'd have to drug me. You'd have to just knock me out. Because I'll fight you. I'll fight you on that plane. And of course, I've been to Colorado, and I've been to Utah and Montana, and, all that. But I've never been the opposite direction. I bet there is, Elizabeth. Lots of wonderful things. I saw that, Juanita. There is a channel on YouTube, and I can't remember the name of it. It's German, a German in. He's a little short guy. He lives in Venice. I think it's German in Venice Beach is the name of him. And he showed all the homeless camps in Venice Beach. Man, they had tents and. Faithy, thank you for coming in, dear. The German guy on YouTube. Yep, yep, yep. That's it. and he showed all those lean-tos and the tents and all that kind of stuff. And then the bulldozers came in. Yeah, Juanita, me too. And they mowed down all these people's, their homes. It's basically their homes. Because they were homeless, and this is what they had. And they had, carts, shopping carts, and they had everything they owned. And they gave them like 1 hour to get whatever they wanted out of there, and then they mowed it down and cleaned it up and took it away. Now I understand that they're starting to rebuild their homeless camp again. I'm wondering, Juanita, if that's just not everywhere, you know. Those are good weather for them. Yeah. Breaks my heart too. But there's a... Okay, yeah, Diana, have you ever been to Venice Beach? Honestly, the homeless camps are beginning to be a tourist attraction, y'all. I bet so, Susan. Yeah, ZZ, and they were talking about Florida too. People that live in mobile home parks, because you can own your mobile home, but you can't own the land. And so the land amount, you know, can go up and up and up and up. And in some cases, it went up twice the amount it was when they first moved there. So they've got their mobile home there, but they're having to pay for the lot. And the lot rent is getting so much they can't pay for it anymore, and yet they can't afford to move their mobile home because that amount has gone up too. I don't know what they're going to do. I heard something. I hate it too, Erica. I hate it. I tell you what it does. It makes me realize just how blessed I am. Wow. No, Susie, I don't believe they do. But I wouldn't know. I just wouldn't know because I'm rural, so I would not have any opportunity to know that. Yes, Diana. Well, it sure does make you thankful for what you have, doesn't it? When you see that kind of thing, when you see stories like that on the news or on YouTube, it makes you very, very thankful. Well, now, Thomas, they're going to always do that. Always, always. Yes, I am, Susie. I'm very fortunate. I mean, yeah, my house is 1941, and it's not insulated like it should be. I probably there's no insulation at all. And, but it's mine, and I'm very fortunate. I know that. Yeah, Susie, maybe so. Roommates, renting out rooms. I saw somebody in this area. No, Juanita. Well, Juanita, maybe. It takes a long, long time for the water to fill up, long hours. So it needs new parts, needs new guts inside that thing. And Brian already talked to Brian about it, and I'm sure he will come and check it out. But right now, I mean, it's usable, but it takes a long time to fill up. So you have to, get a thing of water and pour in there. Y'all have all done that, I'm sure. Hello, Dee. How are you? Welcome. That's easy to remember, isn't it? A channel name, Dee. Ireland. We we have a subscriber from Ireland. Um, that's another place I would like to go. I'm talking about New York and I'm talking about California. But if I ever got up the nerve, yes, Susie, I am. Ever got up the nerve to get on a plane, Ireland is one of the places I'd love to see. Just the name is. I don't think so, Dee. I don't think so. But just the sound of the word is beautiful in Ireland. No, I need to replace the. Oh, Cindy, today. God bless your heart, sweetie. I knew it was coming up. I just didn't know the date. Anyway, Juanita, I just need the tubing and stuff that goes on the inside, all that junk. Well, I'm a fifth generation Texan, D, and my father's family were Cherokee Indian. So, fifth generation is, that's all I know I've got. I don't know of anything else. My mother wasn't much of a storyteller. She just didn't tell us anything, and I never learned anything from her ancestors. I know who they are, but I don't know anything about them. I know more about my dad's side than anything else. It is a learning process, Cindy, that's for sure. Yeah, Elaine. Yeah, Cherokee. Me too, Sheila. That's what I love about everything that has to do with British people and royalty and the family, and I look at their little villages uh, and those wonderful cottages that are just roses growing up the side. It's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But Ireland is like that too, because I watch several YouTube channels that just show, pictures. Thrifting used to, D, but I've got so much stuff in my house right now, it looks like a store. So I I don't have room for anything else. Eleanor, I'm in Texas. Bye-bye, Nelda. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, me too, Sheila. Oh, Odessa. Uh-huh. Wonder why in the world she'd go to Odessa. Leaving a place like Ireland to go to Odessa, that is desolate and flat land and not very many tall trees. Now, East Texas is the part of Texas, and most people, when they think of Texas, think of prairies and like in Lonesome Dove, you know. But East Texas is different. Lots of lakes and rivers. I see. I see why. But anyway, we have lots of lakes and rivers and tall trees and lots of pine trees. And I live in the area called Piney Woods. So it's a whole lot different than West Texas or South Texas, which is hot as heck down there. I see. That makes sense, Dee. Otherwise, I wouldn't leave Ireland. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sheila, we usually do. We start off doing one thing, and yeah, they do, Diane. And they have us too, don't they? But we start off in one thing, and then we just go all over the place. Well, do we have a live stream every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock Central Time, and you're welcome to join us at any time. Long time, Wildflower. Oh, well, yeah, that's the way it is out there. You're right. Flat land and lots of dirt. But not here. This is where, yeah, my daughter lives in Dallas. That's one that, oh, my son gave that to me. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, Irma. See you soon. Have a good weekend. Yeah, I understand, Robin. No, me either, Cindy. Well, that sounds perfect, Dee. Grass and trees. Of course, right now with the drought, all I've got's dried up weeds. Crusty. Yeah. What's that song? I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. We're all over the place in here. We got lots of people from, man, you name it. There's somebody there. Yeah, it's hot. Hi, Kimberly. Glad to see you. That's too young, Wildflower. That's just too dead gum young. Fredericksburg. Okay, Sheila, you have a great day. Have a good weekend. I'm going to have an avocado for lunch. That's it. An avocado. I'm hoping to lose a little weight. My favorite singer. That's going to be really hard. I don't know. Several years ago, if you had asked me that, hello, Patricia. Yes, it is, Diana. Several years ago, I was strictly into country and western music, and now I just love music. All kinds of music. You know, I like Celine Dion. I don't like Elvis.
Here are the top Amazon deals. Total massage.
Alexa, stop. I swear, that girl, she gets and butts into my conversations all the time. Yeah, yes, I do, Cheryl. I do. Yeah, she is. Alexa, all of a sudden, I'll be watching TV and just start talking about stuff that I don't know what the heck she's talking about. And I'm like, stop it, stop. And I hate it when they do a commercial on TV and they say her name, because she just starts blabbing, you know. I love avocado. She just talks all the time, Susan. I don't get it, man. Nobody asked her anything. Okay, that would be, but it's too late now, but Freddie Mercury. That would be my favorite singer of all time. Freddie Mercury. Loved him. Absolutely loved his voice. You did, Susan. How funny. Oh, funny. I would love that. You know how I am. Yes, Queen. I've got a t-shirt with Queen on it. Whoa, boy, he had a voice, didn't he? I watched his videos on YouTube so many times that when they sing Bohemian Rhapsody, I can sing right along with them. I know every word. And I loved it. Loved it. He died too soon. David Bowie did too. Died too soon. What a voice, you bet. Most beautiful voice ever made. Oh yeah, the Carpenters, you bet. Gorgeous, Juanita. My grandma. I'll tell you about my grandma. She had 6 husbands, y'all. 6 husbands. I only knew one of them. She was born in 1900 and she lived in Dallas, Texas. And right after my mother was born, my grandmother dated a man named Benny Binion. And he owned the front casino. I'm trying to think of the name of the casino in Vegas. He owned it. And I remember later on we'd say, now see, if you had married Benny Binion, I'd be rich now. Might have known, she might have known George. Yes, but he owned it. And my mother said there were times that a limousine would pull up and take her to school. Now, I don't know what she did, but you didn't mess with her, that's for sure. But see, See, I could have been a Binion. I could have been living in Vegas or something. But no. Anyway, she was I loved her very much. I miss her. Well, she certainly didn't grow up rich. Like I said, one minute they were in a limousine, and the next they were catching the bus in downtown Dallas. So, yeah, that's what happens. It's cards, but my cards that I was dealt, and I'm okay with it. That is the secret, being content with what you have. And I absolutely am content. No, no, that's just one of the, that and losing a child or losing a husband is, or wife, has to be right up there with the top 10 horrors that we have to deal with, for sure. Right. 3 husbands. I had 2 husbands. That's exactly right, Bella. I'm sorry, Angel. My mother had cancer. She passed away from cancer. Really? See, we do go from one thing to the next. So when I'm laughing at something, doesn't mean I'm laughing at what was just said. I guess that's why I need to use a name each time. Wow, Juanita, that's a long time. I was married to my husband 42 years. I think that, yeah, and I took care of him to the end of his life, and was his caregiver, and I think I fulfilled my vows, and I did okay. One way or another, it does affect us all. Paula Dean? No. Yeah, I know what she said, but boy, people are, I mean, they take a word, just the wrong word said, and you can lose your dynasty that she built up. That's kind of what I think about sometimes doing lives on YouTube. Brian did, yeah, Brian did. I mean, YouTube, if I were to blurt out the wrong word, I'm going to lose a lot of subs, or I'm going to gain a lot of subs. You never know. Elton John is doing the last, y'all, I can't even think what the word is. Elton John is doing his, the very last thing he's going to do. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Concert. Brian has tickets to go, and it's, yes, the last tour, and Brian's going. He said he's got nosebleed. Yes, Samuel, that's exactly right. Oh, thank you, Dee. Listen, I've done my share of offending people. I'm sort of like my grandma. I try to tone myself down when I'm on YouTube. I really do. But Brian's got tickets, and he said it's so far up there he's gonna get a nosebleed. But this will be the second time he's been to an Elton John concert. Yeah, we do, Bella. Rocket Man. I saw Toby Keith and Trace Adkins in concert in Dallas in 2009. Of course, you know I fell in love with Toby Keith, and he didn't know I was alive. Yeah, he loves Elton John, Kimberly. He really, really does love him. Remember when he sang at Diana's funeral, Princess Diana's funeral? I think the whole world watched that funeral. Yes, he is. Well, y'all, we've gone for 1 hour and 47 minutes. Y'all hung in there with me. I tell you what, I'm giving y'all a hand and a heart. Yeah, candle in the wind. Yeah. She lived her life like a candle in the wind. Oh, Angel, aren't you a sweetheart? Y'all are all sweet. I love you. Just love you. But I tell you what, well, you kept me company. All of y'all did. Y'all are just so great. Dee, come back and see us. We'll be happy to have you here. We got some young ladies in here, too. We're not all my age, you know. All grandmas. But maybe if you want to be around a grandma, then this is the group for you. But we'll be happy to have you. '62's young. Thank you so much, Dee. It's nice meeting you. Y'all, I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. You don't know what you do for my soul. You really do. So, everybody, have a great weekend. Bye-bye, Cindy. Y'all don't forget those great channels we told you about today. Well, I'm glad you did. Thanks, Susan. You're wonderful. Oh, I want to thank all my mods. Heidi Ho, Susan, and Diane. Y'all are great. Love y'all, and I will see you. Thank you so much. I will see, yes, Shumpert's Hill. I will see you next Saturday for our new live. Love y'all. Bye-bye. See you soon. Well, never can get out of here right. Bye-bye.